Alright, how's everyone doing today? Today, I'm going to show you how I make my shaving soap. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time for your jaw pain, for the abundance of yawns. It's going to be pretty boring. But hopefully you'll stick around. Maybe you'll find something interesting. If you have any questions about any of the ingredients that I've chose to do this, I made this, let's see here, recipe back in 2017. So this was before I started doing any of the YouTube, anything like that. So, and before that, it took me about 1.5 years to get on this recipe right here. And it's just because it takes 6 weeks for soap to cure to see if what you did is worth a dang or not. So let's get cracking, and I'll see you in just a minute. Alright, so we're going to get started off with an explanation of the oils that we're using. So we have shea butter right here. I have a big old 5-pound block over there, so I'm not going to bring it in the camera. We have babasu oil, which is right there. And this is beef tallow, right there. And then you might be able to see right there where it looks kind of darker in the stearic acid, and that's castor oil. And then it's sitting on a bed. It's not rice. It's sitting on a bed of stearic acid. I'm about to take this over to the stove and do double boil and get it all liquefied. Alright, so we're back to mix our lye into our distilled aloe vera. And as you can tell, I have gloves on, and I'm about to put on some pretty awesome glasses. That's right, you're never too cool to be safe. It's my mother-in-law's sunglasses. I couldn't find my safety glasses. So I'm going to add in the, let's see here, potassium hydroxide, and then after that I'll add in the sodium hydroxide. And you'll hear this stuff sizzle. Trying to let it splash. Let me get all of it in there. And the reason I'm doing this while the oils are heating up over there, it's because you got to let it get cool. And the stearic acid starts to solidify again at about 140 degrees or so. So this will get warm, and then we'll let it cool off, and you got to put them in while they're within about 10 to 15 degrees of each other. Sometimes you can get away with hot dog. I missed some right there. Alright, and we'll just keep mixing this up. Alright, so we're back with our oils liquefied. I'm going to check it with my little heat gun here. It's 141. And the lye water is acceptably warm. Right. So we're going to mix the lye water into the oils. I'm going to put my glasses back down. Well, you can't see me, but you'd totally be jealous at the moment. Look at that. Don't want to do it too quick, otherwise you can freeze it. And we'll just keep stirring. It should start kind of looking like mashed potatoes. Okay, all that is done. 128. So we're doing pretty good here. Wait for this to get down a little bit in temperature. And then we will start adding our super fat and lanolin, which is right here. And that is evening primrose oil that I have infused with some saffron strands, chamomile flowers, and calendula flowers. And that's the lanolin that we're using. I don't know if I showed that. And then once we get that in, we'll add this right here, which is the glycerin and jojoba oil and vitamin E. And after all that's in, we'll add the coconut milk. And then our fragrance. I've decided to go with the, I want to say just kind of like a beachy scent. It's thicken it up. Let's see how it does. It kind of looks like really runny potatoes, like instant potatoes. Alright, so I won't bore you with the rest of this. I'll let you know when we get back to the action, okay? Alright, we've cooled off enough now. So we're going to go ahead and add that evening primrose oil and lanolin. Get that incorporated before it gets too awful cold. That lanolin does need a little heat to incorporate. Looking pretty good. We'll add in, what is this, the vegetable glycerin, jojoba oil, and the vitamin E in just a minute. All the things I want to keep the more natural properties of, like the flower extracts or whatnot. I'll wait till a little bit later, and then just don't want to superheat some of these things. Right. And this is my own recipe. I came up with it. This is a tallow-based formula, obviously, and I would use goat milk or donkey milk or whatever, you know, yak milk, platypus milk, something, if I could get a hold of it. But I just don't have a local goat farmer or donkey farmer around that I've been able to get in contact with that's allowed to sell raw milk to the public. Which, you know, it's the USDA and I'm sure the FDA at their finest. seems pretty well incorporated. And now we'll add in this coconut milk. I'd like to see you find the teat on a coconut. Somehow we have managed to find that. Alright, looking real good. And this is it. And I chose to use aloe vera juice instead of distilled water because I just don't like the idea of buying water. I hate looking at the back of a package and thinking to myself, I'm buying someone else's water. And when you're buying soap at $3, $4, $5 an ounce, it stings a little bit more whenever the first ingredient's water. Alright, this is still really good. Now, my editing skills are non-existent, so I will do my best and try and figure out how to speed this up. If not, I mean, sure y'all can figure out how to make up for my lack of editing skills. Alright. And I've not gone to any formal soap making classes. I've just watched videos on YouTube and kind of made a list of all the ingredients that I liked in soaps that I liked, and then researched what the benefits were of the individual oils. And I went through 19 different versions of my soap before I came on one that I actually liked. That had decent slickness, decent post shave feel. I think that's enough of the stirring. I'm sure that's not interesting to anybody. There we go. That's all of our ingredients now. Let's break out this bad girl. This is the immersion blender. Alright, now that I've finished with the immersion blender, it's gotten down under 100 degrees. And I'm going to use this time to add our fragrance. Stir that in, and then we'll get to pouring it into our containers. Alright, there it is. Oh yeah, it smells really good. Yeah. Don't take my word for it. Hopefully someone gets this stuff and actually uses it and enjoys it, and give their opinion on it. Look at that. It's more of a texture that you get after the immersion blender. Get that out of here. Let's get our tubs out. I don't have any labels for anything. I'm doing enough for the 3 people to win, and hopefully there'll be some left over so that I can actually use it and make sure it's good. And then maybe I'll send some out to a couple people. I know this is riveting stuff. Sorry, I don't know how to make this more interesting. Right, here we go. All right, so that's it. Now I'll tap these down and get them ready to go. That's it for the soap making process. All right, so we're done making our soap. I ended up loading up 5. I'm gonna do 3 for the giveaway, like I said. And then I have 2 soaps that I'll hopefully be sending to people on YouTube to check out and see what, if they like it or not. Maybe they'll pass it to someone else they know. I don't know. That's the future. That's future batch problem. And then I also had about 3/4 of an ounce. You might not be able to see it. It's almost all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to allow this to cure alongside the rest of them. And I will use this in a shave whenever I send out the other stuff. And here's those awesome glasses. I figured y'all would want to check them out. So now that you've seen me look ridiculous, not that I don't always look ridiculous, and you've seen how I make soap, and I think that's all I have for today. Hopefully y'all take care. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.